Removing a stapler in a Mission Impossible franchise probably requires a bunch of cables, some C4, a convertible, and possibly a jumbo jet with Ethan Hunt dangling out of a window at some point or other. And that it be done in 5 minutes or something disastrous happen, such as the stapler melting, or more likely exploding. The highly lucrative and successful MI franchise returns, with Tom Cruise at the helm and animation director Brad Bird taking the reins. Best known for his films The Incredibles and The Iron Giant, Bird manages to make this installment of the Mission Impossible series one of the most memorable, even if much of the action appears to be a revved up version from the previous films. Essentially stitching together action sequences set in Russia, Dubai and Mumbai, the story involves the scientist Kurt Hendricks trying to create a nuclear winter while playing on Cold War fears. The IMF is cut loose by the US government, essentially becoming a rogue unit, as Ethan Hunt, along with the help of Jane, played by Paula Patton, and Benji, played by a very funny Simon Pegg, rush to save the world on their own. They have some help from the Hurt Locker star, Jeremy Renner, as a specialist with a secret named Brandt. Things get complicated for the sake of supplying action scenes, such as Ethan needing to get into the server room of the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, from the outside. There's plenty of bizarre gadgets on display, including a camouflage device, a suit and micro-tank that enables levitation, gecko gloves and a bunch of BMW convertibles. Acting-wise, there's nothing to be too surprised about. Cruise prims and squints, and his hair still looks perfectly coiffed, even as he breaks out of a Russian prison. He's so bare bones that there's very little interesting about him, but it's Pegg, the gifted British comedian with his supply of one-liners and perfect comic delivery that practically walks away with the show. Bird has managed to make the action scenes flow without resorting to the distracting artifices of previous directors, such as John Woo's over-orchestrated slow-motion shots. There's thankfully a lack of shaky cam shots, and Bird let the scenes have the moment. The set pieces are big and bold, even if it seems producer J.J. Abrams, who also directed a previous installment, has given Bird a fill in the colour scheme to help him through the movie. Plot holes aside, you're often wondering why the IMF doesn't just inform the whole world about what Hendricks is up to and make it their priority to put a bullet in his head, rather than go to the elaborate measures playing con games to get access codes and a whole bunch of other MacGuffins. The aging Cruise, who is 49 this year, should be thankful that Bird has passed his debut live-action directing effort with flying colours. Mission Impossible is often a skillfully done adventure film, and Bird should feel right at home with the cartoon-like characterization and mind-boggling stunts. So if you're into action movies, just sit back and enjoy the ride. We give this movie 4 stars out of 5. So do log on to inSing.com for the best of movies in Singapore. This is Zaki, your movie buddy, signing off.